Seon Ah Joo built a plan that could collapse an entire mountain range in 12 minutes, and the city of Jurim had to trust it before sunset. That morning, Shinha's army appeared on the horizon as the sun rose into the sky. Thousands of soldiers poured. They tore their way through the mountain passes towards Jurim, the capital city of the Rin Kingdom. This was exactly the scenario Seon Ah had spent years preparing for, and now the moment had actually come to see if Seon Ah was right. Jurim's defenders rode out to delay the invasion while Seon Ah and a handful of officers raced to the control stations hidden around the valley. The firing sequence had to be perfect. 7 charges, set on 3 bridges and 2 ridgelines. Every detonation had to happen in the correct order. If even one failed, the mountains would collapse the wrong way and seal Jurim in with the invading army. And so the signal was given. The first explosion shattered a bridge that stood for 400 years. Moments later, the second and third blasts sent entire cliffs sliding into the valley passes. Boulders the size of houses tumbled down the slopes, crushing roads and choking off the narrow mountain corridors to the enemy. One by one, the passes disappeared. The final charge detonated high along the eastern ridgeline, and that was that. In less than 12 minutes, Jurim was sealed behind its own mountains. When Shinha's army reached the valley entrance, the road into the city was gone. Trapped outside the city, their formations collapsed under fire from the defenders above. Within days, the invasion failed, and the corrupt king of Shinha was actually overthrown by his own court for his foolish attack on Jurim. With that, the city had accomplished what no Rin army had ever done before, the downfall of an enemy king. This all came at an incredible cost, however. The infrastructure of the surrounding mountains had been permanently altered. Rescuers from other cities in the Rin Kingdom arrived within a week and slowly worked on reconnecting Jurim to the rest of the world. And so the plan that saved Jurim, and thus the kingdom of Rin itself, remained a state secret. But over time, the truth spread quietly through the court. The person who had saved Jurim had no formal education. All she had was an unconventional life, spent climbing the mountains everyone else ignored. Once Seon Ah's stories spread, the kingdom began recognizing new paths of learning, apprenticeships, mentor guilds, and other ways for people to contribute to society whose talents did not fit inside the box. For they all knew now that if they were not careful, the most valuable people and talent the kingdom had to offer could remain hidden in plain sight, and they vowed never to repeat that mistake again.